Oh, sooky down. Yeah. On a Friday night with a storm coming, these are truly the days when you say, I hate being single. I just hate it. Gonna be cold. Lights may go out. Life gets better eventually, my friends. So let me say this. The White House is all over this storm. Now, I know you're not hearing about it, right? You're not seeing it. You're not hearing about it. I'm looking at we got CNN here on in the studio, and since I came on the air, everything is Minneapolis, right? Let me tell you what the White House and the Trump administration is doing. It's called Winter Storm Fern, right? So this is, they've got all hands on deck. Every department, the president is in constant contact with officials, and every department is working, operating exactly how it's intended to do. Right, so Intergovernmental Affairs is working with everybody. FEMA, right? FEMA has 250,000 meals on the ready, 400,000 liters of water, 30 generators, 12 shuttle drivers in Louisiana. They're staging shuttle drivers in Pennsylvania. They're staging shuttle drivers in Fort Worth, Texas Distribution Center. They're staging shuttle drivers in Atlanta here at a distribution center to rapidly move commodities as needed. This is FEMA's right here in Atlanta, staging shuttle drivers to move supplies, meals, liters of water, generators throughout the country. 250 call center augmentation specialists to support individual assistance operations, meaning that they got 205 call centers all around the country where people can call in when they need help. This is how the federal government is supposed to work. The federal government's at the top. You locally, everything is executed, and the state manages the emergency. This is how government like ours works, and it's beautiful when it works. They have search and rescue on standby. Department of Energy is preparing to unleash backup generation ahead of the winter storm. Secretary of Energy Chris Wright asked the nation's grid operators to maintain communications with the Department of Energy throughout the storm and be prepared to make backup generation resources at data centers and other major facilities available as needed. National Weather Service, Hurricane Hunter aircraft and crews. Aircrafts are flying over both the Pacific and Gulf of America to collect useful intel for predicting this storm. USDA, the U.S. Department of Agriculture, is encouraging farmers, ranchers, families, small businesses in the path of Winter Storm Fern to prepare for severe winter weather and be aware of available USDA assistance. USDA staff and regional, we have a regional area down here, state and county offices are ready to help farmers, ranchers, and everything else after the disaster when they need help. The SBA, Kelly Loeffler, running the SBA, Office of Disaster Recovery and Resilience, has been in contact with state and federal partners to ensure they have an understanding of what areas could be most impacted. This includes National Weather Service partners and state meteorologists. So everybody's mobilizing. Department of Transportation, everybody from the federal government is mobilizing around this storm, which is going to hit all over the country. This is the stuff they don't tell you. This is the stuff they make the man to be out just to be the most incompetent guy ever. Yes, I do disagree with the implementation of some things, but there's competency in this administration. They will jump on a clip or a YouTube of Robert F. Kennedy and say, "Oh, he's incompetent." They called the Department of Energy head, Secretary of Energy, incompetent. These guys are all working. Everybody's up, ready to mobilize their individual duties to help the American citizen, the American taxpayer. And I am here for it. And you heard that here on the Shelley Winter Show. Good job. Let's get this done. And I pray for everybody in the country, everybody impacted. Pray for here in Georgia, all across the country. I pray that everything it becomes just not as bad as we thought it would be. That would be the blessing. That would be the miracle. But it's good to know. It's very good to know that your government at the state, local, the mayor went out on the in front of the television cameras today to talk about to Atlantans about what to do. The governor was on our station, Mark Aram show this morning, telling Georgians what to do. It's leadership. This is what leadership looks like. The federal government, the president doesn't have to say anything. He's got his department heads. Everybody's working. This is why this is the greatest country in the world. And you can make jokes. You can tell me he's losing a step. You can I disagree with some things. I disagree with the implementation. But it seems like the federal government, before this thing is hitting, or before it gets really bad, it has hit in other parts of the country. But there's a plan. There are people in place. There's leadership in place. The state, local, federal government, at every area of government, there's a plan, and it's being worked. And I'm here for it. Good for you, Mr. President. I will defend you when it's defensible, and I will disagree when I disagree. But on this, I pray that everything goes well for everybody involved. This is wonderful news. I mean, every department ready to roll. Ready to roll. Let's take